Good morning, one and all. Myself, Dr. Neerija, Head of the Department of Mathematics. I welcome our Principal, Dr. G.D. Giri, Resource Person, Dr. Veerakrishna, Science Coordinator, Dr. Prakash Badane, Commerce Coordinator, Yogendra Dalvi, Junior College Coordinator, Dr. Swati Eol, all the participants and my dear colleagues for today's webinar on how to write a research paper organized by Mathematics and Physics Department of KLE Society Science and Commerce College, Kalamboli. Let me take the privilege of introducing the guest, Dr. Veerakrishna. He is an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics in Rayalaseema University, located in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. In the year 2001, he secured MSc first rank with R. Sitarama Swamy Endowment Medal from Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Anantapur district, Andhra Pradesh. In the year 2003, he secured first rank in research set, qualified state eligibility test in the year 2016. In the year 2018, he received Best Scientist Award in International Conference on Advances in Pure and Applied Mathematics organized by School of Mathematics, Madurai Kamaraj University, Tamil Nadu. He is a life member of Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics. He is having overall teaching experience of 16 years. His major research interests are in fluid mechanics, convection in porous media, heat and mass transfer. He has published 111 articles in various international journals. His Google Scholar citations are 737 with 16 H indexes. 6 PhDs were awarded under his guidance. With this short introduction, I would like to hand over to Dr. Veerakrishna.
Good morning to everybody. Thank you for introducing me, Dr. Nirja Madam. Thank you very much. And my special thanks to KLE Society's College of Science and Commerce for giving this opportunity. And thank you one and all. Actually, I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, Rayalaseema University, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. Now we are discussing how to write a research paper in applied mathematics. My outline of presentation is that research paper format, how to collect the literature and methodology of solution of the problem, and what are the basics and basic concepts of the required to get the research paper, and how to write a part of introduction and designing of the modeling and formulation, solution of the problem, and results and discussion, references. This is complete my presentation outline. Research paper format, generally it consists of several categories. In that, the title of the paper and authors and their affiliations, and you can write abstract as well as keywords of that relevant research paper, and it consists of introduction part and formulation and solution of the problem, and including results and discussion and references. If there is any appendix, it is the mentioned in at the end of the paper. If possible, some papers we have to write acknowledgements and conflict of interest and so on. How to collect the literature collection? How to collect the literature? So there are so many number of top brands of journals in the world. So elsewhere journals, Springer, American Institute of Physics, AIP and ASME journals, and Taylor Francis Group journals, Begelhauer journals, and so on, etc. Actually, we have free download website. So whatever the standard elsewhere or Springer or American Institute of Physics or ASME journals, but we are not downloading freely from their websites. But we have to get one available free download website that is in the slide. You can see that. And similarly, www.sciencedirect.com. So it is also available to get the papers, and we can get freely downloaded. Not only in these two websites are also available from many national and international institutes like IITs, NITs, and all central universities, online libraries, and as well as some state universities as the online libraries. Not only this, also in South India, one famous institute which is available to get the papers, namely IISc, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Formerly it is known as the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. You can see the Science Hub website. Just you can put the URL or PMID or DOI. DOI means Digital Object Identifier. It is unique code for the research paper. Just you can type or paste on that box. Definitely you will be downloaded the relevant paper. If you don't know the methodology, that is almost we will not consider. So methodology is very important. So actually in that methodology there are two types of techniques. One is analytical techniques and numerical techniques. The analytical techniques to find the exact solutions. Whereas the numerical techniques you can find the approximate solutions and to determine the error. You see, Laplace transformations. Laplace, when you can solve the problem by making the Laplace transformation, the solution is exact, the problem is also standard. And also Fourier transformations. We are not always applying the Fourier transformations because when we are applying these Fourier transforms, first we can try to solve the initial value problem with initial conditions by making use of Laplace transformations. Suppose to find the inverse Laplace transformation, there is any difficulty. Suppose that term inverse Laplace transformation of such term, we cannot made easily to get the transform. You can find out the source by making use of Groovich's contour. Unless it is not possible to Groovich's contour, and again you may expand it. The situation is what is known as asymptotic expansions, and later you can find the inverse Laplace transformation. These are all difficulties to overcome by making use of Fourier transformations. When we are applying the Fourier transformations, if we are able to apply the Fourier transformation, you can check the Dirichlet conditions. The problem has infinite number of discontinuity, finite number of discontinuity, and also the problem has extrema, either infimum or supremum, maximum value or minimum value. Then we can apply the Fourier transformation. We are not directly applying to the Fourier transformations such type of problems. Yes, we can verify the Dirichlet conditions. Later we can eligible to apply the Fourier transformations. Wavelet transformations. Wavelet transformations is a very good, it has a very good application. I will explain, I know the small application of the Wavelet transformations. We know the pen drives. They are in very small size. You just observe one thing, 1 GB pen drive, 2 GB pen drive, 4 GB pen drive, 8 GB pen drive, 16 GB pen drive, 32 GB pen drive, 64 GB and 128 GB. So these are all multiples of 2. So actually in the definition of wavelet transformation, there is on the RHS 1 by 2 to the power of alpha. Alpha you may fix. Suppose alpha is 1, 2 for 0 is 1. So you can store the data 1 GB in that pen drive. Suppose alpha you can fix 2. Therefore, the data can be condensed or divided into 2 GB. I mean 2 power 1, 2 GB. 2 square means 4 GB. So you can use this wavelet transformation to compress the data of the pen drive. But they are all, even 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB pen drives, they are all in same size, but we can store the more data depending upon the Euler transformation. Euler transformation has very good applications. Unlike the perturbation technique, actually we are applying this perturbation technique, we can easily to understand how to find out the solutions of the initial and boundary value problems. Newcomers, new researchers, first you can read this perturbation technique. Everybody will get the answers. Just simple, by making use of this perturbation technique, the given partial differential equation is split into ordinary differential equations, and using maybe epsilon or perturbed variable that is much less than 1. Simple ordinary differential equations and boundary conditions, you will get the solutions. That is the numerical technique. Next, we go for the numerical techniques. FEM, finite element methods, finite volume methods, finite difference methods. These three are the leading methods. Even nowadays, one more method is also available, homotopy analysis method. That is also a leading method. And also programming and numerical computations. After finding the solution or after making the standard differential equations, I mean difference equations and volumetric equations and reduced equations from the given governing equations with boundary conditions, you can type the Mathematica software or MATLAB software. These are the softwares to execute or to run the programs. Run the program means just whatever the differential equation, you write the code, even in MATLAB or Mathematica. Suppose you can verify the boundary conditions. Suppose z is equal to 1, u is equal to 0, z is equal to infinity, u is also 0. So that means, suppose these boundary conditions are satisfied under the solution, and hence the program will be run or program will be executed. So these are the very efficient softwares and MATLAB and Mathematica. You see, when comparing of these two, MATLAB is very, I mean, the diagrams are highly resolution. It has the highly resolution figures, and we can easily to know the programs and how to write the programs, and we made different types of figures. And mathematical, I have taken the two topics. One is mathematical modeling and another one is fluid mechanics. So this is the mathematical modeling. Already you know very well, this is the COVID-19 virus. You see, I have taken small example because how to write the research paper, you know some of the models. The estimation of the final size of coronavirus in COVID-19, epidemic by the SIR model. S means susceptible, I means infected, R means recovered. So SIR model. So here first susceptible equation. The equation 2 is infectious differential equation. Number equation 3 is recovered equation. So here S of T is number of susceptible persons. Susceptible persons means they are, they are ready to infect the disease. Already infected, I means already infected people, and R means they are infected and then they recovered. That is the R of T, the number of recovered persons time. So these are all things we observe that T as a independent variable. And T beta are the contact rate, and 1 by gamma, it is the average infectious period. So already we know very well, 14 days after entered the COVID-19 our human body, after 14 days to 28 days, it will be appear, and then the recovered from that COVID-19, it will take nearly 14 to 28 days. Depending upon the human body, that will be decided by the time. So now we obtain the total population size. So N it is always constant. So S plus I plus R, it is total population size of that. And initial conditions, S is equal to S naught, I is equal to I naught, R is equal to R naught. Maybe generally these initial conditions, S naught, I naught, R naught, we considered sometimes 0. and eliminating so you see these are the simple ordinary differential equation, or actually this is the basic problem. It's a very simple ordinary differential equation. You may also add some of the variables depending upon the situation of the surroundings. Eliminating this I from that variable, just you can integrating, you obtained S, and t tends to infinity. So the number of susceptibles left S infinity is given by in the equation 6. And also R infinity is the final number of recovered persons. So because the final number of infected people is 0. So therefore, using the equation 4, you will have the N. S infinity plus R infinity. That is the total size of the candidates. From this equation 6 for the R infinity, just you can substituting, you will have the equation 8. So in order to use this model, we can estimate the model parameters beta and also gamma, which are the model parameters. Maybe they are increasing or decreasing. What is happening R infinity? That is very, very important. We can decide the total number of cases. How many number of candidates means infectious, just like cases. How many cases available from the data at the time series? The total number of cases C is given by the C is equal to I plus R. So we can estimate the parameters and initial values by minimizing the difference between the actual and the predicted number of cases. See, by minimizing, you can take the norm, and that will give us that the minimum value. So where Ct means the maximum, the minimum of C1, C2, and so on Cn, which gives the number of cases in time with respect to the time T1, T2, and so on Tn respectively, and therefore which estimates the calculated by the model. So actually, it is because there are 85,000 cases, 1 lakh cases, nearly 2 lakhs cases, 10 lakhs cases. So manually, it is not possible to determine the minimum value, so that we can generate the one standard code. So I have used MATLAB function, that is the F minimum search, and for the integration of the model equation, MATLAB's function ODE, ordinary differential equation, ODE 45. So finally, we obtain the curve, that is the coronavirus epidemic. You see the red line, almost they match, but there is a small difference, SIR model and the logistic model. So logistic model is the statistical model. So from the given data, we draw the plotting and comparing these two. And the dots, this is the actual cases. So date and infected. So from January 1, February 1 to and March 1, so we plotted these two. So this figure said that what is the comparison of these two models. So actually we have done only this difference, which model is better, logistic model is better or SIR model is better. So actual cases, what is the curve it should be shown. So finally we concluded that which method or which model is better than the other model. So as a mathematics, as a applied mathematics people, we have done this type of modeling. Okay, so this is the best current example. If it possible to extend this model and easily to get the results. This is the live model, but I have considered the for the understanding purpose I have taken this model. You see this one actually recently in the month of February and March, myself and Professor Alijay Chamka is working in Saudi Arabia. Both of us developed that SIR model. It changed into SIER. S means susceptible, I means infectious, and E means exposed, and R means recoverable. SIR model. You see this one, numerical simulation of segment-based model for the spread of coronavirus. Actually, we have done this paper. This is communicated for the Springer Journal of Mathematical Biology. And also, these are the model equations. Actually, there is a two types of dimensionalization. One is normalization and non-dimensionalization. Actually, in the fluid mechanics, we can call the non-dimensionalization process. But here we have to call the normalization. In the mathematical modeling, so we can execute the normalized. These are the normalized variables. By making use of that normalized variables, and actually that above equations can be reduced into these equations. I mean 7 to these equations. You see these I plotted with the help of Professor Ali J. Chamka. We compared the two types of data, reported data and simulated data. Actually, whenever I have considered this model, but India has less number of cases. Really, at the time of just 500 to 1000 cases, it's a very less number of cases. The present is nearly above 40,000 cases appeared in India. But at the time of this model, whenever I have done this model, very less number of cases in India. And China and USA, just I compared these three countries. The comparison of reported and simulated data, you just observe that China reported R0 is the basic reproduction number. It's very important. India is very less, 0.2256. Even simulated data and reservoir to person. Reservoir means you know very well Wuhan, that is located in China. That is the fish market actually. That fish market is totally, I can call reservoir. Reservoir means there is stored. I mean water generally in Nagarjuna Sagar, there is one reservoir. So we can store the liquid, I mean water. So here the virus is located on the completed area. That is simply we can say that infectious area. That is known as the reservoir. And that reservoir to person, how to spread the disease from one area to person, that is known as R0. That is called the basic reproduction number. The values are compared to China and USA and India. And expected number of derived infections from person to person. Person to person means one. Actually, this COVID-19 virus is spread into one person to another person's nearly per day 490 members to get to infect the disease. So one person made to nearly per day about 490 members to be attacked. So this is the one small mathematical modeling as done by me and Professor Ali J. Chamka. And also one more problem we have done, that is the mathematical modeling on diffusion. Diffusion means stretching or lengthening or spreading and control of COVID-19. So this paper is also communicated in Elsewhere journal. So it is a top brand journal, Journal of Theoretical Biology. So, but I am not interested to explain clearly. Just it is the diagram, and also these are the model equations, and these are the we have plotted the graphs by using Mathematica. You see these graphs, and we go for fluid mechanics. And finally, I told that, but we have the different type of opportunities. Suppose if you are belongs to the government employee, you will apply the one project, because I mean DST offered one major project under the COVID-19. If it possible to very small modeling, you can consider the small model. So number of papers are available in the internet. So I have said that some of the free downloading website also. So you can apply, definitely you will get the project, 5 lakhs project, only 1 year period. Just you can download the small SIR model, you can implementing, because the data, you can compare the Andhra Pradesh data or Maharashtra data or other state data, or otherwise you can compare the India data or other countries. So very easiest model, the mathematical modeling in applied mathematics, you can prepare the paper, but unless the methodology you don't know, it is not possible to prepare the paper. Okay, so mathematical modeling is the efficient for the applied mathematicians. If possible, they don't know actually what is called the susceptible and infectious and recovered. It's a very easy model. I read and I have done 2 problems within the couple of 2 months. So it's very easy. If you have any doubt, always you can ask me. And we go for fluid mechanics. So many of them PhD under fluid mechanics. It is also very easy. We can enjoy the results of fluid mechanics. You say some basic introduction, flow through porous media. So because nowadays porous media has very good applications, even in the petroleum extraction process also. But I am not interested to read these things. So just I will explain what is called the porous medium. Porous medium means porous medium is a solid matrix. It is a solid matrix which contains pores or holes which are arranged in a random or a regular manner. Here, some holes are same in size, some holes are random size. Okay, so fluid can pass through the effective holes. Fluid cannot pass through the ineffective holes. So best examples of pack of sand, cotton, woolen packing, wood dust, soil, leather, sandstone, foamed plastics. Foamed plastics. So actually, we have seen one small example. In the Vizag, there is a gas leakage. So many people struggle for their existence. So that is the plastic materials. That is the we have used some of the applications of porous media. That is a very good known example. So all plastics are the artificial porous materials. And again, some of the applications. Whenever you can start the either mathematical modeling or paper and fluid mechanics, first you can analyze what are the applications, what you have done. That is very, very important. Whenever you can analyze the applications, you can easily to try the model. And what is the porous media? What is the real we have seen? You see the flow through simple model of porous media. You can see that some holes are effective, some holes are ineffective. They are in regular size. Suppose when you are suppose the model, actually you know very well about the Navier-Stokes equations. Some students are mathematics, some students are applied mathematics. Applied mathematics, they know very well about the Navier-Stokes equations and Euler equations. But under Rayalaseema University, I deal actually that paper, that is Principles of Continuum Mechanics. We read actually up to Euler's equation. Euler's equation is modified by the Navier-Stokes, that is known for the viscous fluids. That is called the Navier-Stokes equation. Navier and Stokes, they developed in different times. Nearly Navier first adopted that model, developed that model. I mean 1928, I think. After 1942, Stokes also developed the same equations. But the world has received their efforts called Navier-Stokes equations. So Navier-Stokes equations for the viscous fluid, Euler equation for the Newtonian fluid, purely drinking water. And these two models are developed by, and again, Brinkman. They have used Darcy law and they have used porous media. So Brinkman model, why you are using the Brinkman model? Because our porous media is loosely packed porous medium. Loosely packed porous medium means the fluid can across the holes, so you can easily to move the fluid. So just flow through simple model of porous media. This type of holes of porous medium. We are applying the Brinkman model, saturated porous media, loosely packed porous media. So depending upon the nature of the material, we can classify the models also. And suppose if you are interested, what is the main mechanism involved in that flow through porous media? You just observe this. I mean lines. I mean that actually in the scientific language we can call that is the streamlines. Actually, the flow move like this. Accept. It is a very good application in present days. Even Reliance and also what is known as HP and also Bharat Petroleum, everybody they obtain the petroleum from the crude oil. So here we observed that the red color shows the intensity of the velocity of the fluid. The study of microscopic aspects of the flow through porous medium. So colors show the velocity intensity. So red meaning higher intensity. So it is a very good example. It is the just only application of petroleum extraction process. It is a drainage, just like it is a, like shows emulsions, drainage and imbibitions in natural porous material. And I have it actually, this is for the extension of work, Hall current effects. I have used many problems by this Hall current effects. It's a very simple phenomena, I will tell you. You see the diagram, so that is the vertical plate, that is rectangular strip. The electrons flow along the plate and making the magnetic field at right angle, and the current will be developed in the direction of both the magnetic field and the electric field. So that EMF, electromotive force, the current, simply we say that Hall current. This is known as Hall current effect. So it was discovered by the Edwin Hall in 1879. So recently I have submitted one paper under this Hall current effects. These effects are also used in the aerospace engineering. I have written some applications of aerospace engineering. So forthcoming, definitely will see that also. And what is the use of the Hall effects in the real world application? Another example. So suppose we are going to check up our human body in the hospital. So definitely first they determine heart rate by using this Hall current effects. So you see the artery, red color shows artery and magnetic poles, and RHR means resting heart rate. A simple application of this is the Hall current effect. Actually, by using this Hall current effect, in the medical people, they determine Hall effects can be used to measure the fluid flow in any fluid having the free of charges, such as blood. Okay, so BP also can determine by using this Hall current effect. And also very important thing is, suppose you may write the mathematical modeling or fluid mechanics concepts to write the paper. First, let us start the introduction. Introduction means how to cite the paper. It is very many people, they don't know how to cite the paper. Just they copy and paste. But that is not correct. First, you read the title of the paper, and at least you can read the full abstract. You say, I mean, this is my recent paper. So how to write this paper in the literature? I mean, introduction. You see, so Veerakrishna and Chamka investigated the Hall and ion slip effects on MHD convective flow of elastic viscous fluid through porous medium between two rigidly rotating parallel plates with time fluctuating sinusoidal pressure gradient. Just it is enough. No need to write all the discussion. In the abstract, there are nearly 8 to 9 lines. No need to write all those things. Just you can write the what is the main goal of their studying. That is important. You write down only just 1 or 2 lines. How many? Suppose it is more than 2 authors. Just Veera Krishna or Krishna et al. ETAL dot, and making in brackets as a reference number. And also you can code the reference, cite the reference. Just you write down the names and also title of that paper, and you write down the journal name and the volume number, page numbers, and year. If it's possible to, or if you have any interest to make the DOI also. DOI means digital object identifier. Digital object identifier means it is the unique code for the research paper. Actually, in India, we are living in India by Aadhaar card. So Aadhaar card is the unique identity of ours. So like every research paper has the unique identity, that is known as DOI, digital object identifier. That is the short name. And suppose I have taken one small example, abstract of the problem. You see this one, in this paper, we have considered the heat and mass transfer on unsteady MHD free convective rotating flow of nanofluid. So here nanofluid, it is a micro-sized particles nanofluid problem I have done. So by using porous media over the permeable oscillatory moving vertical flat plate with convective and diffusive boundary conditions, and also making Hall current effect. So here I have used two types of nanofluids. Here base fluid is also water, copper and aluminum oxide, aluminum trioxide, or simply we can call aluminum. So the governing equations are solved analytically by using perturbation technique. Because why actually I have the so many number of problems, even in Laplace transformations. Recently I have done one numerical method also, but I have not considered because it is for the newcomers. It is very important. They can easily to understand. That is why I have considered this technique, because everybody to understand just they should complete PG and then immediately that fellows to understand this perturbation technique. What I have to determine in this? So velocity, temperature, and concentration distributions. So which are discussed with the help of graphical profiles, and also one important curiosity of engineers. I have to found skin friction and local Nusselt number and Sherwood numbers, and which are determined by the tables. So this is the mathematical model. So it is a vertical plate. So you see the small holes. So that are the porous material. Here is also I have considered the Brinkman model. So because of it is a loosely packed porous media, the model I adopted. So here vertical axis is X and horizontal is Z axis. So by making use of Hall current effect vertically, and also one important thing is when the magnetic field is very high, the Hall current will be developed. So that B naught is applied magnetic field. This is very high, the Hall current will be generated. So under the heat and mass transfer, I have considered. So the first line is momentum boundary layer. Boundary layer means it is very easy. Boundary, which is abutting to the layer of the surface and layer of the fluid. So that is known as the boundary layer. So momentum boundary layer, thermal boundary layer, and concentration boundary layers. So that the curves known as boundary layers. And also first one is equation of continuity, and second, third equations are equations of momentum. So here we observed that this curve is known as, you see the one arrow mark along the z-axis, that is the rotation, means fluid and the entire system will be rotating with the unison of angular velocity, omega. So that is the third term that represents the rotation, and next term is viscosity term, and also B naught to Jy. So which are the magnetic field terms, Hall effects terms. So we want to be determined Jx and Jy, and again there are some small mistakes. That is the Jx in the equation 3, that is Jx, and again E transfer, mass transfer terms will be added, and equation 4 is convection terms, and the equation 4 is energy equation, equation 5 equation of concentration, and also KL, that is the chemical reaction effect I have used, and diffusion, thermal mass diffusion dB, and alpha NF is the thermal diffusivity. So which are the governing equations, and by making use of some boundary conditions, that is equation 6 and 7. And here you see, just now I told that Jx and Jy, it should be determined when the strength of the magnetic field is very large. So always one concept remembering you, then the strength of the magnetic field is very large, so that the generalized Ohm's law modified including Hall current, so that is equation 9. So this is actually vector equation. This vector equation is converted into component equations. You know very well, it is a very simple equation. J means Jx, Jy is 0. J cross B, I, J, K. Jx means Jx, Jy is 0. B naught is applied magnetic field. Along the z direction you can apply, so that 0, 0, B naught. Okay, remaining two components 0. You can find out the cross products. Similarly, in the RHS, V cross B. Again, electric field E considered as 0, and delta P is the pressure gradient is 0. So therefore, the reduced equations known as 10 and 11. And solving these two very simple mathematics, just you can solve these two equations 10 and 11. Finally, you obtained Jx and Jy, and these two equations substituting in the equations 2 and 3. So therefore, you can easily to obtain. So that is known as equation 14 and 15. You can substituting, and also these are the nanofluid properties. And equation 16 is that is radiative heat flux term by using the Rosland approximation, and Brewster, that is the name of the author, one reference, and substituting these non-dimensional parameters, that entire equations converted. Actually, dimensional equations we are not getting solved directly, so that by using these non-dimensional variables, the given equations is converted into these non-dimensional equations. Non-dimensional equations containing non-dimensional parameters and non-dimensional boundary conditions, and solving perturbation technique. So here equation 29 and 30, 31. So actually you see this equation 2 and 3. So equation 2 is the momentum equation along the x direction. Equation 3 is the momentum equation along the y direction. So by condensing these two equations after making non-dimensionalization, we obtain equation 25. Q is u plus IV. So always under this velocity, I mean complex velocity. So recently I just turn over this concept. Q again, many times I plotted U as separate graphs and V as separate graphs. But now combining, I mean mod Q, I mean resultant velocity, that is square root of U square plus V square, I have considered in the computational purpose. These are the 26 equations are the non-dimensional boundary conditions. So here I have used convectory boundary conditions and using perturbation technique, and you can easily to separate harmonic and non-harmonic terms, I mean equations, simple ordinary differential equations, and solving, and then finally we obtain the physical properties like velocity, temperature, and concentration. So just I briefly explained only one or two graphs, no more to explain elaborately. You see profiles. One physical significance of this parameter, M means Hartmann number in terms magnetic field parameter. Magnetic field parameter. Suppose there is a flow. When we are applying the magnetic field, what is happening in that flow? Definitely there is some disturbance among the fluid particles. So automatically that will be is to one into another. So definitely that affects on the velocity of the fluid. So that means when we are applying the magnetic field, the Lorentz force to resist the velocity of the fluid flow, and hence the momentum boundary layer and the velocity of the fluid that will be reduces. Is the general physical phenomenon. Sometimes when we are applying the magnetic field, the velocity will be enhances, but definitely because it is a classical result. Almost in my research of 111 papers, 111, I mean 111 papers, but I am not facing that difficulty. But when we are increasing the magnetic field, the velocity will be definitely reduced because it is a classical result. Whatever the configuration of the problem, definitely this should be satisfied. Only because of Lorentz force, the velocity will be reduced. And also second one, the magnetic field, Hall parameter increases. Hall parameter increases, the velocity will be increases. Similarly, you see permeability parameter K. K permeability means the size of the hole will be enhances. The more fluid will be moved. So automatically the velocity of the fluid, rapidity of the fluid will be increases. Rapidity means it is a synonym of velocity. So we are increasing the permeability of the porous medium, the velocity will be enhances. So this is also classical result. And phi is the nanoparticle ratio, volumetric ratio. So this will be enhances, the velocity will be reduces. Similarly, QH, heat source parameter, the velocity will be reduces, and rotation parameter, the velocity will be reduces in the case of this problem, and radiation parameter. So this is also general phenomena. Radiation effect will be increases. Definitely, the velocity of the fluid is also increases. And suction parameter increases, velocity reduces. So these are the temperature profiles with respect to the different flow governing parameters. This will be seen in the different graphs. And again, concentration. Concentration also, some parameters will be increases, concentration will be reduces and also increases. Also, I found some tables for the copper, for the stress, for the skin friction. Skin friction, it is nothing but frictional force or shear stress. All are the synonyms. I found for copper water and aluminum water with respect to the different parameters. Similarly, I also found Nusselt number and Sherwood number with respect to the governing parameters involved in the governing equations, non-dimensional governing equations. And comparison of the results. It is very important for the research paper. Suppose you may struggle for the nearly 1 month. Later, you will be ready to draw the drafting of the paper. Irrespective of comparison of results, that paper is incomplete, because the validation of the results is the key point of the research paper. If you are able to correct results to draw or otherwise, by making use of this comparison of the results, another published work, you can comparing your results. This is very important. Unless comparison of the results, that paper is incomplete. I faced this situation in the one ISTAM conference at Jaipur. After presenting that my paper, one of the famous IIT professor asked me, if you are not comparing you are not doing the comparison of the results, your paper is incomplete. No, sir, definitely I will do, and then I will communicate my paper. I replied that question. So from that, on that day in 2014, every paper definitely I compared the existing results. So it is very important. We don't forget this one also. And conclusion of my paper. So conclusions, which are only significant results, we should appear in the conclusions. It is also very important. Many of the reviewers of the research papers, they read only conclusions and abstract, because significant results appears on significant results said that the quality of your research paper. It's very important. You can always read and search some of the research papers, what they have read. You always select the base papers from the SCI journals. So already I said that some of the brands of world largest leading journals. So you can download, and as you can put base papers, you can comparing your results to that papers. If there is any difficulty and variation, you can correct easily. Okay. And again, you read these conclusions, but for the sake of time, okay, I just display the conclusions. And I have read some of the references relating our paper. And again, suppose after 1 month or 1.5 months or 2 months, you will prepare the one research paper. You have written beautifully, but you can choose that paper for the suitable journal. That is very, very, very important. Before 3 years back onwards, these top brands, they have given some URLs, that is called, websites, web IDs, Elsewhere Journal Finder, and Springer Journal Finder, Willy Journal Finder, Taylor. These are the top brands. Even AIP also, one small web ID. Just you can click on that ID. Later, you can write the title of your paper and abstract some keywords and click, and then they display some relevant journals. And again, you can select what is the acceptance rate. You can observe that it is very important. Suppose you can select the journal 0% acceptance, it is useless. Again, your paper will come back. But at least acceptance rate more than 30, that journal is suitable for your paper. It is very, very important. Okay, so choosing journal is important for your research paper. And again, recently in 2020, in the month of February, January, and March, so I have published this paper. International Communications in Heat and Mass Transfer. It is the top brand journal with impact factor is 4.2. Recently, in Kurnool district, newspaper, our principal and our registrar encouraged me that news will be in the newspaper. I have seen that news in the newspaper. So many people located in Kurnool district, they have seen that news. This paper has highest impact factor of my papers. The same month, another paper, this is the ciliary propulsion of microscopic organism through porous media. And this is also same 2020 publication, Alexandria Journal. It is published in March. So it is in 2019, in the month of September, it is also published. And recently, in the month of January, I have published this paper. See, I have done one research problem actually, but I have applied I have to apply where this problem. That is that is kept in my mind. So the applications of, just I type in the Google, what are the applications of column Anselip effects? So there are more applications will be up here. Later, I have written nearly 2 pages of introduction. So I added that matter in the abstract and also introduction and results and discussion in conclusions, so that the entire paper is under application in biomedical engineering. Actually, this is the earlier we discussed just now, before 5 minutes we discussed the fluid mechanics paper. So almost same concepts, but I analyze where we are applying this paper. That is very, very important. So I gathered some medical applications of engineering. So I have written that applications. I included that applications in the abstract and introduction and results and discussions as well as the conclusions, so that I submitted to the Journal of Egyptian Mathematical Society. This is the Springer Journal. It's a very good publication of me. So just I added one line. So that is all on ion slip effects on unsteady imaged convective rotating flow of nanofluid. This heading is, this title of this paper is routine, but I added application in biomedical engineering. They considered this paper and published within a couple of 3 months. So really I am so happy. Just depending upon the researcher, depending upon the ideas, you can generate in your mind and you can implement it on the paper. Okay, you can read first some base papers. You don't lose the least number of journals, I mean lowest quality of journals. So you can read at least top level journals. At least you can select ESCI or SCI background journals. Almost the papers has the more content, more information, quality of the concepts are included. Okay, and this is a recent paper. I mean, April, in the month of April. I mean, February accepted, but this is published in April. This is also e-transfer Willy publication is the top journal. So thank you very much for listening my for giving this opportunity. Opportunities of KLE College of Science and Commerce. Especially, I got this opportunity from Dr. Nirja Madam. Thank you very much, Madam, for joining this webinar. Thank you very much. And especially, I very much thankful to Nimbi team for all audience and participants of this conference or webinar. Thank you, one and all.
Uh, Thank you, sir, for such an informative speech. Now, if anyone of you have queries, you can post your queries either in the chat box or you can unmute your mic and you can ask. And second thing,
Good morning, all of you. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful webinar. I am sure all the participants enjoyed the session. The participants have posted some queries, doubts in the chat box. Because of time constraint, we will be taking up quite few of them. I will read out the select few, and it is my humble request to Dr. Veera Krishna to kindly answer them. So the first question is from Mr. Rudra Ravi Kumar, and the question is, sir, in a fluid dynamics, in terms like Hall effect, Hall current, Reynolds number, porous medium, asymmetric channel, heat transfer will be used by me in my research, and the other researchers will also use them. Will it come under plagiarism?
Okay.
Will it come under the plagiarism? Sir.
Actually, to overcome the plagiarism, don't try to change any scientific words. Velocity, temperature. You don't change that using of synonyms. So almost we are trying to change the grammar and word fluency and word thesaurus. You can change and overcome the plagiarism. You don't try to copy and paste any sentence. You can use your own knowledge. You can frame the sentences, but don't lose the technical words like velocity, temperature. You are always using velocity. Sometimes velocity by rapidity. Rapidity is also the velocity, speed. But in the regional language, talkative language, you have used velocity by speed, but actually they are not same. There is a dimensions are also different, but actually you have used your own language, velocity by speed, temperature by warm, heat. So you have used. Okay, so and one important thing is nowadays we are very much difficult to publish the research paper in fluid mechanics. To overcome this, only to change our grammar and you have used direct, indirect speech, active voice, passive voice. So many changes occur in that language. After writing the research paper, you can give the any English professional language editors. It is better. Or otherwise, if you have any difficulty with number of author services are available from the Elsevier, Springer, and the Wiley publications. But money will be spent definitely, but the paper will be right beautifully. Okay.
Okay, sir. So next question is from Malipriya V. Sir, please tell about homotopy analysis method in brief. Homotopy analysis method in brief.
But homotopy analysis method is a leading method in nowadays. there are, Leo, textbook is Leo, homotopy analysis method by Leo. That is the Chinese author. So you can collect the textbook and read the different models and how to solve the governing equations by using homotopy analysis method. You can collect that material. But actually, I have done only one problem, but not commenting on that method. But myself have done only one problem, but I guided some of the students. One of the students is Shivakumar Reddy, is the resource scholar of JNTU, but we are not commenting on that papers. Just little bit I know
Okay, sir.
how to write the governing equation into homotopy analysis method. I have no idea about that.
Oh, okay, sir. So next is it is request from Ganendra Rao sir for reference book titles.
Madam, tell me again.
Hello,
Tell me again, madam.
Ganendra Rao sir are requesting for hello, sir.
Tell
Ganendra
me.
Rao sir are requesting for reference book titles.
Reference book.
There is any we can provide reference book titles. He need a reference book title.
Mathematical modeling purpose.
Yes, sir.
Mathematical modeling and
Yes, sir.
biology
Yes.
and medicine. Title of the paper, title of the textbook is Mathematical Modeling and Biology and Medicine by Jain Kapoor. By Jain Kapoor, author. So he is a professor from IIT Kanpur. So I followed this book, and also from the fluid mechanics, Foundations of Fluid Mechanics by Yuvan author. I referred these two books, and even present time also I followed these texts.
Okay,
Foundations
sir.
of Fluid
Thank you, sir.
Mechanics by Yuvan. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir, for clarifying the queries of the participant. Now I hand over to Megha ma'am. Megha ma'am, please. Hello, Megha ma'am. Hello.
Yes, madam.
Hello, Megha ma'am. Nirja ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, Tanushree ma'am. Thank you, Tanushree ma'am. Now I would like to call
Welcome,
Nirja
ma'am.
ma'am for vote of thanks. Nirja ma'am, over
Thank
to you,
you.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We, the team of Fairly Societies and Commerce College, express our sincere gratitude to all the delegates for taking time from your busy schedule to attend our international webinar on how to write a research paper, which was organized by us. We highly appreciate your presence for our webinar. You all contributed to a great success of the webinar. We at KLA Societies, Science and Commerce College, Kalamoli, feel overwhelmed by the response we got from all of you. We hope our small initiative will be fruitful for you. The success of webinar was made possible through the generous support of your presence. We are really thankful to you for your acceptance of our invitation and spending your valuable time in enlightening us on today's topic. Now, I would like to say thanks to our principal, Dr. G.D. Giri, for his support, and I thank Dr. Prakash Bidhani for being cooperative all the time. I could not forget thanking Mrs. Megha Jain and Ms. Neha for their technical support. I thank everyone. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.